ईडी पर हमला हुआ कि नहीं, और सोना खाली की सच्चाई सामने आई कि नहीं आई, महिलाएं कितनी तंग होती थी, उनके साथ अमानवीय व्यवहार होता था। और ऐसे NIA का हमला हो रहा है क्योंकि आतंकवाद से जुड़े लोग पकड़ती है तो हमला होता है। तो क्या ईडी, क्या CBI, क्या आतंकवादी, सबको वहां संरक्षण मिलता है। यही तो है ममता जी का बंगाल।
आज मैं आपके सामने संदेश खाली 2.0 की दास्तान लेकर आया हूं। टुडे वी हैव विटनेस्ड थ्रू द इमेजेस ऑफ द नेशनल मीडिया what can be described as nothing short of संदेश खाली 2.0। एक NIA की टीम जब भूपति नगर पश्चिम बंगाल के ईस्ट मिदनापुर में 2022 के बॉम्ब ब्लास्ट के केस को इन्वेस्टिगेट करने के लिए पहुंचती है, जो कि एक TMC के नेता के घर में हुआ था, जिसमें कि 3 लोग मारे गए थे, तब उसी प्रकार से जिस प्रकार से संदेश खाली 1.0 हुआ, संदेश खाली 2.0 करवाकर NIA टीम के ऊपर सुनियोजित ढंग से, ऑर्केस्ट्रेटेड और स्पॉन्सर्ड तरीके से, स्टेट स्पॉन्सर्ड, स्टेट पेट्रोनाइज, स्टेट प्रोटेक्टेड, स्टेट ऑर्गेनाइज्ड हमला करवाया जाता है, ताकि जो जांच NIA करना चाहती है आतंक के विषय में, ब्लास्ट के विषय में, उस आतंक की इन्वेस्टिगेशन में रोड़ा अटकाया जा सके। ठीक उसी तरीके से जिस प्रकार से संदेश खाली में भ्रष्टाचार की इन्वेस्टिगेशन में रोड़ा डालने के लिए और शाहजहां को बचाने के लिए एक सुनियोजित ढंग से हमला करवाया गया था ईडी के ऑफिशियल्स।
देखिए, पौर एजेंसी के ऊपर ऐसा हमला स्पष्ट दिखाई दे रहा है। पश्चिम बंगाल में कानून व्यवस्था बोल के कुछ नहीं है। एक संतरासवादी राज चल रहा है पश्चिम बंगाल में, और पश्चिम बंगाल में ऐसा होगा तदंतकारी टीम के ऊपर, तो जनता का स्थिति क्या है? जनता आज डर से है। पश्चिम बंगाल में ममता बनर्जी शासन का नाम पर एक तानाशाही चला रहा है और एक उग्रवादी लोगों के ऊपर पश्चिम बंगाल का भविष्य छोड़ दिया, और इसीलिए ऐसा हो रहा है। हम लोग चाहते हैं जिन लोग ऐसा किया उन लोगों के खिलाफ कड़ी से कड़ी दंड दिया जाए, और जिन लोगों ने ये कराया उनको भी छोड़ना नहीं, उनके खिलाफ भी कड़ा से कड़ा कदम होना चाहिए।
জানিয়ে গেছিল ওরা কেন পুলিশকে না জানিয়ে যাচ্ছে? নিয়ম হচ্ছে পুলিশকে, লোকাল পুলিশকে জানিয়ে যাওয়া। তো মধ্যরাতে যদি গ্রামের লোক দেখে হঠাৎ করে কিছু লোক আসছে পুলিশের ড্রেস পরে, তারা কি করে তুলবে? আর ইলেকশনের আগে কেন অ্যারেস্ট করবে? যদি সবাইকে অ্যারেস্ট করে, বিজেপি কি মনে করে সব বুথ এজেন্টকে অ্যারেস্ট করবে, সব ভোট ম্যানেজারদের অ্যারেস্ট করবে, পরে ভোটে জিতবে? শূন্য গুলি ছুটছে, তো কি অধিকার আছে না? শুধু বিজেপিকে সাপোর্ট দেওয়ার জন্য বিজেপি নোংরামি খেলা খেলছে, আমরা সারা পৃথিবীতে আওয়াজ।
On campaign trail in Ajmer, Prime Minister hit out at the Congress in an unrelenting attack, saying that the manifesto that was released by the Congress is in fact a document that represents the ideology of the Muslim League from the time of independence. Listen to what the Prime Minister had to say.
साथियों, कल कांग्रेस पार्टी ने एक झूठ का पुलिंदा जारी किया है, अपना घोषणा पत्र जारी किया है। झूठ का ये पुलिंदा कांग्रेस की एक बहुत बड़ी सच्चाई, कांग्रेस को बेनकाब करने वाला ये घोषणा पत्र है। आप देखिए, हर पन्ने पर भारत के टुकड़े करने की बू आ रही है। कांग्रेस के घोषणा पत्र में वही सोच झलकती है जो सोच आजादी के समय मुस्लिम लीग में थी। मुस्लिम लीग के उस समय के विचारों को कांग्रेस आज भारत पर थोपना चाहती है। मुस्लिम लीग की छाप वाले इस घोषणा पत्र में जो बचा खुचा हिस्सा था उसमें वामपंथी लेफ्टिस्ट हावी हो गए हैं। और अब देखिए आज की कांग्रेस के पास न सिद्धांत बचे हैं और ना ही नीतियां बची है। ऐसा लग रहा है कांग्रेस सब कुछ ठेके पर दे चुकी है, पूरी कांग्रेस पार्टी को आउटसोर्स कर चुकी है।
Campaign trail with DMK's Dayanidhi Maran from Central Chennai Parliamentary Constituency. In fact, in Tamil Nadu itself, what we are given to understand is that the focus of the Bharatiya Janata Party, many within the BJP indicating that the Prime Minister's focus this time, particularly in Tamil Nadu, is only not keeping in mind this elections, but perhaps in 2029. Remember, all this while, the BJP has not been able to open their account, barring one particular constituency. So this time, the focus, there's been a renewed focus on what they say is the misrule of the DMK. Taking on the Bharatiya Janata Party is Dayanidhi Maran, who's been contesting from Chennai Central. In a candid conversation with my colleague Aniri, this is what DMK candidate Dayanidhi Maran had to say.
Mood among the people is very, very clear. They are for the India Alliance and they are with the DMK because the DMK, as the government has been performing so well the last 3 years, and especially we have seen that the people are coming out in masses and showing their support to us and for DMK. Definitely we can see this same repeat in all the 40 constituencies in Tamil Nadu and Puducherry. Definitely, we are going to win.
But sir, also at the same time, there are many issues where we also see that the opposition parties, the AIA-DMK and the BJP has been raising against the DMK that there is no development work. There are the promises which DMK had made are not being fulfilled. How do you look at these comments coming in from the opposition parties?
See, the opposition party has to cry foul because the reason we are getting the support is whatever poll promises we have it's been coming delivered to the people, and we are in the spirit of giving more development to Chennai, especially to Chennai. Anna Margama Udesarena. The desalination plant was brought by DMK. The new phase 2 of the metro is brought by DMK and is going very successfully, even though the union government has not funded us. Because it's not funded at all. The union government is blocking all our funds. But even then, we are going ahead with development work.
So you are alleging that the central government is not supporting the Tamil Nadu state by funds and is not providing funds to Tamil Nadu is what you are alleging.
Yes, they have done. Even during the floods, we never had the Prime Minister come anywhere this side. When we asked them for relief, they never gave any relief. So we are now giving, RCM gave 6,000 rupees to each family affected in Chennai throughout the state government funds. Not a single paisa came from the union government.
So at the same time, when we talk about, once we have already spoken about the development talk, but also at the same time, the dynasty politics plays a very important role when it comes to Tamil Nadu. How do you look at it?
Tamil Nadu has been a very traditional belt for DMK, and we always feel that we are part of the people. We are with the people, and people are respecting that and ensuring that BR get re-elected every time.
This time BJP is aiming at crossing the number 400 for the parliament elections. How, do you see that? And also at the same time, what's the number Tamil Nadu DMK is looking at?
Prime Minister Modi, who never visited Tamil Nadu.
But we are going to see Prime Minister coming here very soon.
Allow me to complete. The Prime Minister never visited Tamil Nadu. who never visited the Chennai during the floods, who never visited Toothukudi and Tirunelveli during the floods. But are just now rushing to Tamil Nadu, but at the drop of that. He's scared. He's scared. He's trying to do all the tricks possible he knows to ensure he can do something, change around. Whatever he does, no miracle is going to take place for BJP. And BJP, this time, I'm very, very sure the India Alliance will do far, far ahead and will form the government in the center.
But sir, one last question I would like to ask you. The very important topic which has been going on, the Kachche Tiruvur Island, which has been going on, where Prime Minister has levelled this allegation against the Congress and the DMK. How do you look at it?
I'll ask you, Mr. Prime Minister, who was ruling India for the last 10 years? Why didn't you not bring it? Why didn't you not bring a raise this issue? You gave 36,000 crores to Sri Lanka. If you want, you could have resolved the issue. Why are you now bringing it up? Isn't it cheap politics you're playing now? You want to rewrite history the way you want it. The version is coming from yours. See, people of Tamil Nadu have gone through all this. We are not going to fall for it. We'll give you a befitting reply during the elections.
What's the number is DMK aiming at out of the 40 seats in Tamil Nadu and Pondicherry?
40 out of 40.
Right.
Shift the focus now to the ramifications of a report that was published by British media on the extrajudicial killings that have taken place in Pakistan. Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath says that terrorism poses a threat to the nation and Modi ensures nation's safety. Yogi Adityanath concluded his public rally speech by expressing his confidence in Prime Minister Modi's leadership, stating that the nation is in safe hands under the Prime Minister's rule. In fact, as far as the government is concerned, remember the government has made it abundantly clear as far as these killings that have taken place in Pakistan. Pakistan themselves had carried out an investigation into all of these killings. If at all India was really behind it, where exactly is the evidence? Take a look at this report.
तो 2 दिन पहले ब्रिटेन के प्रतिष्ठित माने जाने वाले एक समाचार पत्र की एक रिपोर्टिंग हम सबका ध्यान आकर्षित करती है, दुनिया का ध्यान आकर्षित करती है। उसने जिक्र किया है 2021-22 में उन्होंने इस बात का उल्लेख किया है कैसे पाकिस्तान के अंदर चुन चुन करके आतंकवादी मारे गए थे और उन आतंकवादियों को कैसे नष्ट किया गया था। द गार्डियन की इस रिपोर्ट का स्रोत क्या है, यह वही बता सकता है। लेकिन बहनों और भाइयों, एक संदेश साफ है, जीरो टॉलरेंस भ्रष्टाचार के खिलाफ हो, किसी भी प्रकार की अराजकता के खिलाफ हो। दुनिया के अंदर पहले जिन मुद्दों को छूने से लोग डरते थे, आज दुनिया ने भी मान लिया है कि आतंकवाद दुनिया की एक चुनौती है और आतंकवाद का समाधान हर हाल में होना चाहिए। दुनिया को इस समस्या का समाधान से मुक्ति मिलनी ही चाहिए और भारत दुनिया के अंदर इसको नेतृत्व देगा। यह मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में साकार होगा, इसमें कोई संदेह अब किसी को भी नहीं होना चाहिए। बहनों और भाइयों, मोदी जी ने अमृत काल में हम सबको एक विकसित भारत की संकल्पना दी है और विकसित भारत के लिए आज पूरे देश के अंदर एक नई पहल प्रारंभ हुई है। ये चुनाव भी विकसित भारत को किस रूप में हमें आगे बढ़ाना है। आपका एक वोट, जनता जनार्दन का एक वोट देश की तकदीर और तस्वीर को बदलने में कैसे निर्णायक साबित हो सकती है। 2014 उसका टर्निंग पॉइंट है।
CBI raids were conducted in several locations in the national capital in connection with child trafficking. During the raids, CBI team rescued 3 newborn babies from Delhi's Keshapuram. CBI has detained people, including a woman, and interrogation is underway. Browse Avenue Court extended Manish Sisodia's judicial custody till 18th of April. The next bail hearing of Manish Sisodia in Enforcement Directorate case has been set for 18th of April. Delhi BJP President Virendra Sachdeva said that many layers are being unfolded in the liquor scam and many things will come out when CBI will interrogate K. Kavita and many more faces to be unmasked. 3 Maoists were gunned down in an exchange of fire with security forces in a dense forest in Chhattisgarh-Telangana border. The operation was led by Telangana Greyhounds and Chhattisgarh police. In fact, the police have also seized a few guns and materials. Rakesh Pal inaugurated the Indian Coast Guard Aquatic Center at ICGS Mandapam, Tamil Nadu's Rameshwaram. ICG Chief will also visit the maritime force bases in Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh and Puducherry. Noida police files a charge sheet against Big Boss OTT winner Elvish Yadav and 7 others for snake smuggling and organizing rape party. The charge sheet alleges Elvish's involvement with snake charmers with a poisonous snake and 20 ml of crate species poison recovered from the spot. On the other side, Income Tax Department freezes CPM's account in Kerala's Thrissur district. Aam Aadmi Party calls for a pan-India hunger strike over Kejriwal's arrest tomorrow.
Amity has been ranked amongst the top 3% universities globally, a testimony to Amity's globally benchmarked quality.
इंडी अलायंस वाले लोग बार बार जानबूझकर हिंदू धर्म का अपमान करते हैं। इनका हर बयान बहुत सोचा समझा हुआ होता है।
Union Home Minister Amit Shah to file his candidature for Lok Sabha polls 2024 from Gandhinagar on 19th of April. Ahead of the Lok Sabha polls, Congress General Secretary Priyanka Gandhi Vadra in a public rally addressed the people as the savior of democracy, claiming that nation's democracy is in danger. She highlighted how the big institutions of democracy in the country are being weakened, being misused, resulting in people losing faith over EVM.
जितनी भी ऐसी संस्थानें हैं और जो बड़ी बड़ी इंस्टीट्यूशंस हैं जो लोकतंत्र को बचाने के लिए हैं, उनको कमज़ोर किया गया, उनका गलत तरह से इस्तेमाल हो रहा है। आज ये नौबत आ गई है कि जनता को ईवीएम पे भी भरोसा नहीं है।
Ahead of the 2024 election, Congress leader Ramesh Chennithala expressed confidence over public support and optimism on Vikas Thakre becoming the parliamentarian. He highlighted on conflicts in seat distribution and promised efforts on resolving them. Further taking a jab at former Congress leader Sanjay Nirupam, he criticized Nirupam's remarks against the Congress party.
विकास आघाड़ी एक साथ है, एक दो सीटों में थोड़ा सा मतभेद है, वो दूर हो जाए।
संजय निरुपम आरोप लगा रहे हैं,
चलिए उसको पार्टी से हटा दिया, उसको सस्पेंड कर दिया, उसको ऐसा आरोप नहीं करना चाहिए था। पार्टी ने बहुत कुछ उसको दिया था।
Congress leader Sachin Pilot expressed his remarks on the upcoming polls being all about two sets of ideologies. However, he reminded of Rahul Gandhi and Mallikarjun Kharge's promise of legal guarantee of MSP to farmers. He further criticized the central government on weakening the constitutional institutions via their policies.
ये चुनाव एक व्यक्ति नहीं लड़ रहा, ये चुनाव एक दल नहीं लड़ रहा, ये चुनाव दो विचारधाराओं का है। और 10 साल से देश में जो वातावरण बना है, 10 साल से केंद्र की सरकार ने जानबूझकर तमाम हमारी संवैधानिक संस्थाओं को नीतिगत तरीके से कमजोर करने का जो काम किया है, ये इस बात का चुनाव है कि 10 साल से जनता के साथ वादा खिलाफ।
Union Minister Smriti Irani, while campaigning for Chennai BJP candidate RC Paul Kanagraj, addressed the dire circumstances of the India alliance in Delhi, Kerala and Tamil Nadu.
Wayanad, the India alliance is fighting, but when the India alliance meets in Delhi, they are hugging each other. And today I am in Tamil Nadu. I can only say, in Delhi they are hugging, in Kerala they are begging, and in Tamil Nadu they are thugging.
CPI in Chennai released the election manifesto for the Lok Sabha polls 2024 with the party's State Committee Secretary K. Balakrishnan and former State Committee Secretary Ramakrishnan along with other party leaders.
In the last 10 years of BJP rule, democracy, secularism, federalism, social justice, all the 4 pillars of the Indian Constitution have been under attack by the BJP government. So our party, Central Committee, State Committee decided and released the manifesto to protect the Constitution. It will be the main slogan in the coming election.
Union Minister Rajnath Singh ahead of Lok Sabha elections addressed a rally in Sangroli, motivating people to make the justified utility of their voting rights, reminding them of being a part of one nation with one election that will strengthen the nation.
मध्य प्रदेश की जनता ने हमारे बोलते ही वन नेशन वन इलेक्शन की बात कहके जिस तरीके से आप लोगों ने तालियां बजाई हैं, अब इससे मैं पूरी तरह से सहमत हो गया कि सारा देश चाहता है इस देश में वन नेशन और वन इलेक्शन होना चाहिए.
That's all that we could pack in this edition of The Biggest Story tonight. On the other side, news and updates continue.
Congress has released its 48-page poll manifesto, a slew of promises, some repackaged, some that shock, and some which mismatch. The Congress in its manifesto, mostly a rehashed one from 2019, has made regressive promises it calls progressive. From carrying out a pan-India caste census to bringing back personal laws, let us tell you what doesn't add up. The Congress has released its 48-page manifesto, which it calls the NIA Patra, and in the NIA Patra it has guaranteed a lot of schemes. You will find that the Congress has set a minimum wage of 400 rupees per day for a daily wage worker, which translates to about 1,44,000 rupees a year. So this is an anomaly, because who would apply for an apprenticeship if a daily wage worker is getting paid more than him? Now the judiciary. The Congress promises more women, OBCs and minorities to the High Courts and Supreme Court. The question is, why bring quota over merit system even in judiciary? Let's talk about federalism. Rahul's manifesto says, with consensus, transfer of fields from List 3 to List 2. Is this an attempt to weaken the powers of the central government? The list goes on and has invited a political blowback.
दूसरी पार्टियों की तरह भाजपा केवल घोषणा पत्र नहीं जारी करती, हम तो संकल्प पत्र लेकर के आते हैं। 2019 में हमने जो संकल्प पत्र जारी किया था, उसके ज्यादातर संकल्प पूरे हो चुके हैं। मोदी ने आपको जो वादा किया था, वो वादा पूरा करने के लिए एड़ी चोटी का जोर लगा दिया है।
जो कांग्रेस की फितरत रही है, आदत रही है, शरारत रही है, उसी के अनुरूप उन्होंने एक बार फिर भ्रम पैदा करने के लिए ही इस प्रकार का मैनिफेस्टो दिया है, जिसमें से एक भी चीज ना उन्होंने केंद्र में रहते हुए कभी पूरी की, ना राज्य सरकारों में रहते हुए पूरी की।
Is this a manifesto that India will accept?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time now for the nation's sharpest opinion. A British newspaper called The Guardian seems to be scrambling for relevance, and in the bid to keep its 1821 era newspaper relevant in 2024, they seem to have banked on the accounts of the ISI. Single source journalism, ladies and gentlemen. This Western media propaganda laden today with the woke brigade. These has-beens who have gone unchallenged intellectually for decades need to be countered.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi held a massive roadshow in Ghaziabad along with Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath as part of his mega election campaign. Prime Minister Modi along with Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath held a mega pre-election campaign in Saharanpur. The two leaders also addressed a huge public rally in the region. PM criticized the Congress over its election manifesto. He said that the party was employing the same line of thinking as the Muslim League did during the independence.
इस तरह का घोषणा पत्र जारी किया है, उससे साबित हो गया है कि आज की कांग्रेस आज के भारत की आशाओं आकांक्षाओं से पूरी तरह कट चुकी है। कांग्रेस के घोषणा पत्र में वही सोच झलकती है जो सोच आजादी के आंदोलन के समय मुस्लिम लीग में
Lambasting the Indi partners over their remarks on Shakti, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said that India is a country that never fails to worship this Shakti, and yet it remains a misfortune that leaders of the opposition have insulted that power.
हम वो देश हैं जो कभी भी शक्ति उपासना को नकारते नहीं है, लेकिन ये देश का दुर्भाग्य है कि इंडी अलायंस के लोग खुलेआम चुनौती दे रहे हैं कि उनकी लड़ाई शक्ति के खिलाफ है। क्या कोई शक्ति को खत्म कर सकता है? क्या शक्ति के सामर्थ्य को चुनौती दे सकता है क्या?
Prime Minister Modi strongly reiterated for the BJP, nation comes after and not the dynastic appeasement politics. He also cited their nationalistic approach to governance as the reason why mass leaders have joined the party recently.
में शक्ति की उपासना कि हमारी घोर संकट के दौर से गुजर रहा और तब मैंने आपको गारंटी दी थी कि देश झुकने नहीं दूंगा.
Following the Guardian's report on extrajudicial killings, now we have Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath saying that terrorism poses a threat to the nation and PM Modi ensures that nation is safe. Yogi concluded his public rally speech by expressing his confidence in PM Modi's leadership, stating that the nation is in safe hands under PM Modi. On the occasion of BJP's Foundation Day, Yogi Adityanath asserted that the BJP RLD alliance will take forward the Prime Minister's Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas slogan to the world. Prime Minister Narendra Modi invoked the creator Brahmaji at Rajasthan's Ajmer rally, saying that BJP is committed to building new India. He also stepped up his attack on the Congress during the rally and said that the opposition party is in panic mode as he has shut their shop of loot. Amplifying his vision of Viksit Bharat, PM Modi said that the dreams of the common Indian man will help him and his government realize their ambitions of making India Viksit by 2047. Aam Aadmi Party calls for pan-India hunger strike over Kejriwal's arrest tomorrow. Uttarakhand, Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, among other states, to witness the hunger strike. NIA officers faced protesters and were attacked in Bhupati Nagar while they were carrying out an investigation in connection with the Bhupati Nagar blast in 2022. People allegedly tried to stop the NIA team from taking the accused persons along with them. West Bengal Governor C.V. Anand Bose said that the strong actions will be taken against those who attack the NIA sleuths. He called the tendency to intimidate investigative agencies deplorable and added that this cannot be allowed. BJP national spokesperson Shehzad Poonawalla hit out at Mamata Banerjee's party and said that TMC has now become terror, mafia and corruption. He said that law and order is deteriorating in the state every single day under Mamata Banerjee's governance. West Bengal has written to Election Commission of India after NIA officials were attacked in Purba Mednipur. BJP cited the violation of Model Code of Conduct by the TMC. BJP leader Agnimitra Paul said that a citizen of West Bengal, she feels ashamed as government officials are getting attacked in the state. She further said that Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee will have to take responsibility for the incident. Congress MP Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary condemned the attack on NIA officials. He said that the India Alliance is against the misuse of central agencies but cannot justify such attacks. He said that in case of grievances, judiciary must be approached. In a major breakthrough in West Bengal's Bhupati Nagar blast case, in which 3 persons were killed in December 2022, the NIA arrested 2 key conspirators and produced them at Bangshal Court in Kolkata. BJP National President JP Nadu took oath as a member of Rajya Sabha. Today, Vice President and Chairman of Rajya Sabha Jagdeep Dhankar administered the oath to Nadu as elected member of Rajya Sabha from Gujarat in Parliament House. Kerala Pradesh Congress Committee Acting President M.M. Hassan took part in the party's crowdfunding drive to manage the poll campaign in view of the dearth of funds. This comes after the Congress party's bank accounts were frozen. CBI conducted raids at several locations in Delhi in connection with child trafficking. During the raids, the CBI team rescued 3 newborn babies from a house in Keshavapuram. Now CBI is also interrogating the woman who sold the children and the person who bought them in this case. Rao's Avenue Court extended former Delhi Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia's judicial custody till April 18th. The Aam Aadmi Party leader was arrested by the CBI on February 26, 2023 for his alleged role in the Delhi excise policy case. Delhi BJP President Virendra Sachdeva said that many layers are being unraveled in the liquor scam and the truth will come out when the CBI will interrogate K. Kavita and other faces. 3 Maoists were gunned down in an exchange of fire with security forces in a dense forest in Chhattisgarh and the Telangana border. The operation was led by Telangana Greyhounds and the Chhattisgarh police. The cops seized few guns and other materials. Director General Rakesh Pal inaugurated the Indian Coast Guard Aquatic Centre at ICGS Mandapam, Tamil Nadu's Rameshwaram. ICG chief also visited the Maritime Forces bases in Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh and Puducherry. Noida police filed a charge sheet against Big Boss OTT winner Elvish Yadav and 7 others for snake smuggling and organizing rave parties. The charge sheet alleges Elvish's role with snake charmers with a poisonous snake and 20 ml of crate species poison recovered from the spot. The Enforcement Directorate has filed a complaint against the Aam Aadmi Party MLA Amanatullah Khan for evading summons in the Delhi Waqf Board money laundering case. The Rao's Avenue Court will consider the matter tomorrow following submissions by the Enforcement Directorate. A woman was allegedly molested and paraded in the streets of Punjab's Tarantaran in torn clothes. 3 accused in the case have been arrested. SSP of Tarantaran, Ashwani Kapoor, threw light into the details where the woman's daughter-in-laws, especially her brothers, were involved in such a heinous crime. The main accused being Gusharan, one of the brothers of the daughter-in-law. Devotees had a narrow escape after a temple chariot fell while it was being carried during the Madduramma Devi Jatre festival at Bengaluru's Haskur. According to senior scientist Uma Shankar Das of IMD Bhubaneswar, the region has experienced a peak temperature of 43.5 degrees Celsius. Furthermore, there's a projected rise of up to 2 degrees Celsius in certain areas. However, relief might be on the horizon as thunderstorm is anticipated to bring a gradual decrease in temperatures on April 7th and 8th. Clash broke out between members of the National Liberation Movement and the police in Kathmandu during a protest. Now the protesters demand a state on the basis of ethnic identity. Hundreds of people marched through the streets of Cape Town to South Africa's parliament to show solidarity with Palestinians. Amongst the demands were calls for an arms embargo and a suspension of all trade, diplomatic and economic relations with Israel. The IDF released a footage that it claimed showed a strike on a military compound of the Amal movement in Lebanon. Israel said that its warplanes and jets struck and bombed several operative locations used by Hezbollah, which was planning an attack against Israel. Israel's chief military spokesman Daniel Hagari confessed that the deadly Israeli strike that killed 7 aid workers in the Gaza Strip was the result of misidentification in complex conditions. He added that the mishap happened as a result of internal failures that led to a dysfunctionality in the chain of command. At least 4 people were killed and 20 injured in Russian airstrikes on the eastern Ukrainian city of Zaporizhia. Regional administration officials informed that 3 residential buildings, 1 private house, a hostel, and a commercial establishment were also damaged. Polls have opened in Slovakia's presidential runoff as a pro-Western career diplomat and a close ally of populist Prime Minister Robert Fico are set to face each other to determine who will be the next head of the state. The latest public polls predict a tight race. Zimbabwe launched a new currency to replace its previous one. Authorities hope the new measure will halt a currency crisis underlining the country's years-long economic troubles. The Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe said that the new currency will be called ZiG and will be anchored on gold reserves and on basket of foreign currencies. A workers' union of Argentine state employees held protests after the government announced that it had cut 15,000 state jobs. The job cuts come as President Javier Milei is on an aggressive campaign to slash spending. Peruvian President Dina Boluarte was interrogated by prosecutors for 5 hours in the Rolex Gate case, which alleges that she illegally received cash, luxury watches and jewelry. The president is being probed under charges of illicit enrichment and failures to declare assets. With the dengue fever outbreaks at their peak in Argentina, shelves of mosquito repellent have run out. Meanwhile, authorities lifted import restrictions on foreign-made mosquito repellents to boost the supply and announced that they would ramp up production at local labs. Heavy rain caused flooding in Sydney and the surrounding areas overnight, with residents warned of further significant flooding. While 152 incidents of flooding rescue have already been noted, evacuation orders were also issued across the city and some coastal areas in the New South Wales state. Slovak presidential candidate Peter Pellegrini cast his ballot in Rovinka in the second round of the country's presidential elections. Pellegrini, who heads a coalition party in the populist Prime Minister Robert Fico's government, is up against former Foreign Minister Ivan Korshok. Hundreds of climate activists, including Greta Thunberg, demonstrated in The Hague against the subsidies and the tax breaks for companies linked to fossil fuels. Heavy police deployments prevented the activists from getting onto the road. The match number 19 of this IPL season, Sanju Samson-led Rajasthan Royals are all set to take on the Duplessis-led Royal Challengers Bangalore on their home turf in Jaipur. Rajasthan have opted to bowl first, and this is the first match after they faced a defeat as they sit comfortably toward the upper half of the points table. The Chennai Super Kings suffered their second loss at the hands of the Sunrisers Hyderabad, who won by 6 wickets. CSK fans expressed unhappiness with the back-to-back losses under Rituraj Gaikwad and blamed MS Dhoni for giving up his captaincy to him. Sunrisers Hyderabad bowler Jaydev Unadkat has revealed that it was the variations of his side's attack which was one of the key factors to the win over CSK. Unadkat was one of the 5 bowlers who took a wicket apiece as Chennai were restricted to 165 for 5 in their 20 overs. Akshay Kumar and Tiger Shroff starrer Bade Miyan Chote Miyan is set to hit the screens on April 10th. From deadly car chases to knife combats and shooting arrows, the pulse-pounding action entertainer guarantees stunts that have never been seen before in Indian cinema. Popular television actor Ejaz Khan has said that the actors of the small screen have restricted opportunities to make it into Bollywood except for some who have got their due. He added that over the years a bias has grown as well, wherein OTT actors are preferred to be cast more than the established television artists. Prithviraj Sukumaran's dream project Adu Jeevitam has crossed the 100 crores mark in just 9 days of its release globally. The film, which took 16 years to come to the screen and has been counted as one of the riskiest projects, traces the life of an Indian migrant worker who moves to Saudi Arabia to earn money. Manisha Koirala, who will be reuniting with director Sanjay Leela Bhansali after a gap of 28 years with the OTT release Hira Mandi, has spoken about her triumphs and tribulations. She mentioned that she had been given a second life after battling cancer and is now excited to be back with Bhansali's pre-independence shoot and the historic drama. A day after Angelina Jolie's legal counsel filed fresh court documents accusing her former husband Brad Pitt of domestic abuse, Pitt has hit back at Jolie. Brad Pitt's lawyers filed a motion in court requesting Jolie's team to reveal how many confidentiality agreements she asked her employees to sign.
Amity has been ranked amongst the top 3% universities globally, a testimony to Amity's globally benchmarked quality.
दुनिया की सबसे पुरानी भाषा तमिल भाषा हिंदुस्तान की है। मैं दुनिया को बताना चाहता हूं, सबसे पुरानी भाषा का गर्व प्राप्त है, वो मेरी तमिल भाषा है।
Moving on, Kerala Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan on Thursday objected to the telecast of the film The Kerala Story by Doordarshan, strongly criticizing the move. Chief Minister said a public sector organization like Doordarshan should not become a puppet, quote-unquote, of the Sangh Parivar. 10 hours ago, following in the footsteps of Kerala Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan, leader of opposition in Kerala, has also objected to the screening of the film Kerala Story. The leader of opposition has written to the Election Commission requesting the withdrawal of permission for the film screening. Let's straight away cut across to Ashwin, who's tracking all the developments on the same. Ashwin, firstly, take us through all that is happening, because as far as Pinarayi Vijayan's position is concerned, he had taken the same even when the film had released, and now that it is up for viewing on Doordarshan to a much larger audience, he once again comes out to stop it.
Well, Suresha, the movie Kerala Story, which is directed by Sudipto Sen and Adarsh Sharma starrer movie, is not a stranger to any kind of controversy. Ever since its trailer released back in November 2022, we have seen a slew of controversies over it. But now, the Doordarshan has decided to broadcast it on April 5th. Now,
हम वो देश हैं जो कभी भी शक्ति उपासना को नकारते नहीं है, लेकिन ये देश का दुर्भाग्य है कि इंडी अलायंस के लोग खुलेआम चुनौती दे रहे हैं कि उनकी लड़ाई शक्ति के खिलाफ है। क्या कोई शक्ति को खत्म कर सकता है? क्या शक्ति के सामर्थ्य को चुनौती दे सकता है? क्या कांग्रेस सरकार ने भारत की छवि कमजोर देश, भ्रष्ट देश ऐसी ही बना के रख दी थी। आज बीजेपी सरकार ने भारत की छवि मजबूत और तेजी से विकसित होते देश की बना दी है। बनी है कि नहीं बनी है? पूरी दुनिया में हिंदुस्तान का डंका बज रहा है कि नहीं बज रहा है कि बेटे बेटी के भविष्य को बचाने के लिए इतनी गालियां खा रहा हूं, इतनी लड़ाई लड़ रहा हूं, और ये भ्रष्टाचारी एकजुट होकर मोदी को धमकी दे रहे हैं। मेरे देशवासियों, आपके सामने चित्र साफ है। हम हैं जिसका मिशन है भ्रष्टाचार हटाओ, और वो है उनका कमीशन कहता है भ्रष्टाचारी बचाओ। जिन सीटों को कांग्रेस अपना गढ़ मानती थी, वहां भी उसे उम्मीदवार उतारने की हिम्मत नहीं हो रही है। मैंने तो देखा कुछ जगह पे जिसको उन्होंने उम्मीदवार घोषित कर दिया, टिकट दे दिया, उसने दूसरे दिन वो इस्तीफा दे दिया। यानी इंडी गठबंधन अस्थिरता और अनिश्चितता का दूसरा नाम बन चुका है। साथियों, कभी जिस कांग्रेस ने आजादी की लड़ाई लड़ी थी और कैसे बड़े बड़े दिग्गज कांग्रेस के साथ जुड़े हुए थे, महात्मा गांधी का नाम जुड़ा हुआ था, लेकिन आज देश एक स्वर से कह रहा है, आजादी की लड़ाई लड़ने वाली वो कांग्रेस तो दशकों पहले ही समाप्त हो चुकी है। अब जो कांग्रेस बची है, उसके पास ना देश हित में नीतियां हैं और ना ही राष्ट्र निर्माण का विजन। देख रहा हूं जहां विपक्ष जीत का दावा नहीं कर रहा है, किसी विपक्ष के नेता से आपने सुना कि भाई उनकी सरकार बनेगी? सुना कोई बोलता है? बल्कि विपक्ष सिर्फ इसलिए चुनाव लड़ रहा है ताकि भाजपा की सीटें 370 से कम की जा सके और एनडीए की 400 से कम की जा सके, इसके लिए लड़ाई लड़ रहा है।
Well, moving on, viewers, following the Guardian's report on extrajudicial killings, now we have Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath saying that terrorism poses a threat to the nation and that PM Modi ensures that the nation is safe. And the Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister concluded his public rally speech by expressing his confidence in PM Modi's leadership, stating that the nation is in safe hands under PM Modi's rule. Let's look at this small report.
तो 2 दिन पहले ब्रिटेन के प्रतिष्ठित माने जाने वाले एक समाचार पत्र की एक रिपोर्टिंग हम सबका ध्यान आकर्षित करती है, दुनिया का ध्यान आकर्षित करती है। उसने जिक्र किया है 2021-22 में उन्होंने इस बात का उल्लेख किया है कैसे पाकिस्तान के अंदर चुन चुन करके आतंकवादी मारे गए थे और उन आतंकवादियों को कैसे नष्ट किया गया था। द गार्डियन की इस रिपोर्ट का स्रोत क्या है, यह वही बता सकता है। लेकिन बहनों और भाइयों, एक संदेश साफ है, जीरो टॉलरेंस भ्रष्टाचार के खिलाफ हो, किसी भी प्रकार की अराजकता के खिलाफ हो। दुनिया के अंदर पहले जिन मुद्दों को छूने से लोग डरते थे, आज दुनिया ने भी मान लिया है कि आतंकवाद दुनिया की एक चुनौती है और आतंकवाद का समाधान हर हाल में होना चाहिए। दुनिया को इस समस्या का समाधान से मुक्ति मिलनी ही चाहिए और भारत दुनिया के अंदर इसको नेतृत्व देगा। यह मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में साकार होगा, इसमें कोई संदेह अब किसी को भी नहीं होना चाहिए। बहनों और भाइयों, मोदी जी ने अमृत काल में हम सबको एक विकसित भारत की संकल्पना दी है और विकसित भारत के लिए आज पूरे देश के अंदर एक नई बहस प्रारंभ हुई है। ये चुनाव भी विकसित भारत को किस रूप में हमें आगे बढ़ाना है। आपका एक वोट, जनता जनार्दन का एक वोट देश की तकदीर और तस्वीर को बदलने में कैसे निर्णायक साबित हो सकती है। 2014 उसका टर्निंग पॉइंट है।
भारत माता की ये पहला ऐसा चुनाव है जिसमें सारे भ्रष्टाचारी मिलकर भ्रष्टाचार पर कार्रवाई रोकने के लिए रैली कर रहे हैं। इंडी अलायंस वाले लोग बार बार जानबूझकर हिंदू धर्म का अपमान करते हैं। इनका हर बयान बहुत सोचा समझा हुआ होता है।
Many Indians today live outside India, they travel outside India, they study outside India. You see, last few years we've had some big challenges. There was a war in Ukraine, there is fighting still going on in Israel and Gaza, there was civil war in Sudan. We have had many times to do rescue operations. One of the big achievements of the Modi government is we tell every Indian, please feel safe going outside, because when you leave India, we are there for you. Many Indians today live outside India, they travel outside India, they study outside India. This number today is almost 2 crore. And they are in every country of the world. And you also know some...
Hello and a very good evening to all our viewers. Thank you for tuning into Republic TV. I'm Deepak Suresh Kumar. Before we get started, let's take a look at the headlines.
अब देखिए, आज की कांग्रेस के पास न सिद्धांत बचे हैं और ना ही नीतियां बची है। ऐसा लग रहा है कांग्रेस सब कुछ ठेके पर दे चुकी है।
Prime Minister Narendra Modi mocks Congress's manifesto, says it reflects the same thinking of the Muslim League during independence. Sources say BJP will likely not field any candidates from Kashmir to lend support to Ghulam Nabi Azad in South Kashmir. Questions over law and order in Bengal as NIA team probing blast case is attacked in East Midnapur.
NIA टीम के ऊपर सुनियोजित ढंग से हमला करवाया जाता है ताकि जो जांच NIA करना चाहती है रोड़ा अटकाया जा सके।
BJP hits out at Mamata Banerjee's government in an unrelenting attack, says TMC is trying to block investigation. Income Tax Department freezes CPM's account in Kerala's Thrissur district. Aam Aadmi Party calls for a pan-India hunger strike over Kejriwal's arrest tomorrow. First up, viewers, 3 months after the attack on the Enforcement Directorate in Sandesh Kali, an NIA team probing the Bhupati Nagar blast of 2022 was assaulted while attempting to apprehend a suspect along with the CAPF. Now, the team faced an attack by unknown miscreants, resulting in pelting of stones and also vandalism, with 2 NIA officers sustaining minor injuries.
पहली बार हुआ है क्या? ईडी पर हमला हुआ कि नहीं? और सोनाखाली की सच्चाई सामने आई कि नहीं आई, महिलाएं कितनी तंग होती थी, उनके साथ अमानवीय व्यवहार होता था। और ऐसे NIA का हमला हो रहा है क्योंकि आतंकवाद से जुड़े लोग पकड़ती है तो हमला होता है। तो क्या ED, क्या CBI, क्या आतंकवादी, सबको वहां संरक्षण मिलता है। यही तो है ममता जी का बंगाल।
आज मैं आपके सामने संदेश खाली 2.0 की दास्तान लेकर आया हूं। टुडे वी हैव विटनेस्ड थ्रू द इमेजेस ऑफ द नेशनल मीडिया what can be described as nothing short of संदेश खाली 2.0। एक NIA की टीम जब भूपति नगर पश्चिम बंगाल के ईस्ट मिदनापुर में 2022 के बॉम्ब ब्लास्ट के केस को इन्वेस्टिगेट करने के लिए पहुंचती है, जो कि एक TMC के नेता के घर में हुआ था, जिसमें कि 3 लोग मारे गए थे, तब उसी प्रकार से जिस प्रकार से संदेश खाली 1.0 हुआ, संदेश खाली 2.0 करवाकर NIA टीम के ऊपर सुनियोजित ढंग से, ऑर्केस्ट्रेटेड और स्पॉन्सर्ड तरीके से, स्टेट स्पॉन्सर्ड, स्टेट पेट्रोनाइज, स्टेट प्रोटेक्टेड, स्टेट ऑर्गेनाइज्ड हमला करवाया जाता है, ताकि जो जांच NIA करना चाहती है आतंक के विषय में, ब्लास्ट के विषय में, उस आतंक की इन्वेस्टिगेशन में रोड़ा अटकाया जा सके। ठीक उसी तरीके से जिस प्रकार से संदेश खाली में भ्रष्टाचार की इन्वेस्टिगेशन में रोड़ा डालने के लिए और शाहजहां को बचाने के लिए एक सुनियोजित ढंग से हमला करवाया गया था ED के ऑफिशियल्स।
देखिए, पौर एजेंसी के ऊपर ऐसा हमला स्पष्ट दिखाई दे रहा है। पश्चिम बंगाल में कानून व्यवस्था बोल के कुछ नहीं है। एक संतरासवादी राज चल रहा है पश्चिम बंगाल में, और पश्चिम बंगाल में ऐसा होगा तदंतकारी टीम के ऊपर, तो जनता का स्थिति क्या है? जनता आज डर से है। पश्चिम बंगाल में ममता बनर्जी शासन का नाम पर एक तानाशाही चला रहा है और एक उग्रवादी लोगों के ऊपर पश्चिम बंगाल का भविष्य छोड़ दिया, और इसीलिए ऐसा हो रहा है। हम लोग चाहते हैं जिन लोग ऐसा किया उन लोगों के खिलाफ कड़ी से कड़ी दंड दिया जाए, और जिन लोगों ने ये कराया उनको भी छोड़ना नहीं, उनके खिलाफ भी कड़ा से कड़ा कदम होना चाहिए।
Meanwhile, West Bengal Chief Minister has criticized the central agencies. Let's listen in to the Chief Minister's reaction.
লোকাল পুলিশকে জানিয়ে যাওয়া, তো মধ্যরাতে যদি গ্রামের লোক দেখে হঠাৎ করে কিছু লোক আসছে পুলিশের ড্রেস পরে, তারা কি করে বুঝবে? আর ইলেকশনের আগে কেন অ্যারেস্ট করবে? যদি সবাইকে অ্যারেস্ট করে, বিজেপি কি মনে করে সব বুথ এজেন্টকে অ্যারেস্ট করবে, সব ভোট ম্যানেজারদের অ্যারেস্ট করবে, পরে ভোটে জিতবে? শূন্য গুলি ছুটছে, কি অধিকার আছে না এর? শুধু বিজেপিকে সাপোর্ট দেওয়ার জন্য বিজেপি নোংরামি খেলা খেলছে, আমরা সারা পৃথিবীতে আওয়াজ।
Moving on, 2 terrorists were eliminated amid a significant infiltration bid which was successfully thwarted at the line of control in Uri sector of North Kashmir. The surveillance and counter-infiltration grid was reinforced after reviewing various intelligence inputs regarding terrorist groups planning to infiltrate across the line of control in the Uri sector. Here's a complete report on that.
The Jammu and Kashmir Police, along with the Indian Army, conducted a large-scale joint operation along the line of control in the Uri sector of North Kashmir. After an exchange of gunfire in the region, 2 unidentified terrorists were killed. As a result of the infiltration bid, patrolling along the line of control has been intensified. The body of one of the terrorists has been recovered, and security forces suspect that another terrorist might have been killed in the operation. A cache of arms and ammunition, including 2 AK rifles, 3 magazines, 4 hand grenades, and Rs 10,250 in Indian currency was recovered from the scene of the encounter. Bureau Report, Republic TV.
While on campaign trail in Ajmer, Prime Minister Narendra Modi hit out at the Congress in an unrelenting attack, saying that the manifesto released by the Grand Old Party is a document that represents the ideology of the Muslim League from the time of independence. Listen in.
साथियों, कल कांग्रेस पार्टी ने एक झूठ का पुलिंदा जारी किया है, अपना घोषणा पत्र जारी किया है। झूठ का ये पुलिंदा कांग्रेस की एक बहुत बड़ी सच्चाई, कांग्रेस को बेनकाब करने वाला ये घोषणा पत्र है। आप देखिए, हर पन्ने पर भारत के टुकड़े करने की बू आ रही है। कांग्रेस के घोषणा पत्र में वही सोच झलकती है जो सोच आजादी के समय मुस्लिम लीग में थी। मुस्लिम लीग के उस समय के विचारों को कांग्रेस आज भारत पर थोपना चाहती है। मुस्लिम लीग की छाप वाले इस घोषणा पत्र में जो बचा खुचा हिस्सा था, उसमें वामपंथी लेफ्टिस्ट हावी हो गए हैं। और अब देखिए, आज की कांग्रेस के पास न सिद्धांत बचे हैं और न ही नीतियां बची है। ऐसा लग रहा है कांग्रेस सब कुछ ठेके पर दे चुकी है, पूरी कांग्रेस पार्टी को आउटसोर्स कर चुकी है। आप मुझे बताइए, क्या ऐसी कांग्रेस देश हित में कोई काम कर सकती है? देश हित में कोई काम कर सकती है? भाइयों बहनों, घोषणा पत्र देखोगे तो ये भारत को पिछली शताब्दी में धकेलने का एजेंडा लेकर के आए हैं। क्या हमें आगे जाना है कि नहीं जाना है? आगे जाना है कि नहीं जाना है? आगे बढ़ना है कि नहीं बढ़ना है? क्या भारत को पिछली शताब्दी में धकेलने देंगे? साथियों, गरीब और वंचित वर्ग की तरह ही कांग्रेस ने कभी नारी शक्ति की परवाह नहीं की। मेरी माताएं बहनें, आपकी ये जो जागरूकता है ना, ये कांग्रेस को उसके पिछले अनेक दशकों के पाप का जवाब मांगने के लिए तैयार हो गई है शक्ति। आजादी के बाद पीढ़ी दर पीढ़ी देश की करोड़ों बेटियों का जीवन कष्ट में बीता, तो उसके लिए जिम्मेवार कौन है? उसके लिए जिम्मेवार कौन है? इसके लिए जिम्मेवार कौन है? ऐसी कांग्रेस को सजा मिलनी चाहिए कि नहीं मिलनी चाहिए? ऐसी कांग्रेस को सजा मिलनी चाहिए कि नहीं मिलनी चाहिए? 19 अप्रैल और 26 अप्रैल कमल पे बटन दबाकर ये कांग्रेस को कड़ी सजा देने का समय आ गया है।
Now, in the wake of continuous opposition to Danish Ali, ever since he got the Lok Sabha ticket from the Congress party, the tension only seems to be simmering, because during the farewell namaz, Danish Ali's car was surrounded by an angry mob of Amroha district in Uttar Pradesh. They attempted to break the car's glass, and some even tried to climb on top of it, because the Muslim community was protesting against Danish Ali's arrival for the election campaign. Take a look at this report.
Congress MP Danish Ali's car was attacked when he was out for election campaign in Uttar Pradesh's Naugaon Sadat. He faced continuous opposition ever since he got Lok Sabha tickets from Congress party. Danish Ali was attacked by the angry mob who came out of Jama Masjid after offering namaz. Earlier, he had won the 2019 elections on a BSP ticket. Later on, he was suspended from BSP due to alleged anti-party activities. Bureau Report, Republic TV.
Well, in a big election exclusive news break, top sources have informed Republic TV that BJP will not field candidates for Lok Sabha elections from Kashmir because they will indirectly support the candidature of Sajid Lone in North Kashmir. Ghulam Nabi Azad will be provided support by BJP cadre in South Kashmir, and support will be provided to Apni party as well in Srinagar.
ठीक है जी।
BJP announcing its candidates for the Kashmir.
हमने जम्मू कश्मीर के अंदर अभी 2 कैंडिडेट घोषित किए हैं और हमारी बिल्कुल स्पष्ट सोच है। मैं फिर आपको कह रहा हूं कि इन 3 परिवारों से, गांधी नेहरू परिवार, मुफ्ती परिवार और अब्दुल्ला परिवार से, जम्मू कश्मीर को इनके कलंचिस से, इनके पंजों से निकालना।
Following the Guardian's report on extrajudicial killings, now we have Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath saying that terrorism poses a threat to the nation and that PM Modi ensures that the nation is safe. Now, Yogi concluded his public rally speech by expressing confidence in PM Modi's governance. Take a look.
तो 2 दिन पहले ब्रिटेन के प्रतिष्ठित माने जाने वाले एक समाचार पत्र की एक रिपोर्टिंग हम सबका ध्यान आकर्षित करती है, दुनिया का ध्यान आकर्षित करती है। उसने जिक्र किया है 2021-22 में उन्होंने इस बात का उल्लेख किया है कैसे पाकिस्तान के अंदर चुन चुन करके आतंकवादी मारे गए थे और उन आतंकवादियों को कैसे नष्ट किया गया था। द गार्डियन की इस रिपोर्ट का स्रोत क्या है, यह वही बता सकता है। लेकिन बहनों और भाइयों, एक संदेश साफ है, 0 टॉलरेंस भ्रष्टाचार के खिलाफ हो, किसी भी प्रकार की अराजकता के खिलाफ हो। दुनिया के अंदर पहले जिन मुद्दों को छूने से लोग डरते थे, आज दुनिया ने भी मान लिया है कि आतंकवाद दुनिया की एक चुनौती है और आतंकवाद का समाधान हर हाल में होना चाहिए। दुनिया को इस समस्या का समाधान से मुक्ति मिलनी ही चाहिए और भारत दुनिया के अंदर इसको नेतृत्व देगा। यह मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में साकार होगा, इसमें कोई संदेह अब किसी को भी नहीं होना चाहिए। बहनों और भाइयों, मोदी जी ने अमृत काल में हम सबको एक विकसित भारत की संकल्पना दी है। और विकसित भारत के लिए आज पूरे देश के अंदर एक नई पहल प्रारंभ हुई है। ये चुनाव भी विकसित भारत को किस रूप में हमें आगे बढ़ाना है। आपका एक वोट, जनता जनार्दन का एक वोट देश की तकदीर और तस्वीर को बदलने में कैसे निर्णायक साबित हो सकती है। 2014 उसका टर्निंग पॉइंट है।
Other top stories that we're tracking at the moment: CBI raids were conducted in several locations across Delhi NCR in connection with child trafficking. During the raids, the CBI team rescued 3 infants from Delhi's Keshavapuram. CBI has detained people including a woman, and the interrogation is currently on. Rao's Avenue Court extended former Delhi Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia's judicial custody till April 18. The next bail hearing of Manish Sisodia in the Enforcement Directorate case has been set for 18th April. Delhi BJP President Virendra Sachdeva said that many layers are unraveling in the liquor scam and many things will come out when CBI will interrogate K. Kavita and many more faces will be unmasked. 3 Maoists were gunned down in an exchange of fire with security forces in a dense forest in Chhattisgarh-Telangana border. The operation was led by Telangana Greyhounds and Chhattisgarh police. The cops also seized few explosive materials and guns. Director General Rakesh Pal inaugurated the Indian Coast Guard Aquatic Centre in ICGS Mandapam in Tamil Nadu's Rameshwaram. ICG chief will also visit the Maritime Forces bases in Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh and Puducherry. Noida Police files a charge sheet against Big Boss OTT winner Elvish Yadav and 7 others for snake smuggling and organising rave parties. The charge sheet alleges Elvish's involvement with snake charmers with a poisonous snake and 20 ml of crate species poison recovered from his premises. Well, moving on, viewers, an earthquake of 4.8 magnitude hit the city of New York on 5th of April that shook skyscrapers and suburbs across the northeastern US for several seconds. And the earthquake also interrupted the UN Security Council meeting on Gaza war. US President Joe Biden, on the other hand, made a statement saying that everything is under control. Take a look.
A 4.8 magnitude earthquake shook the densely populated New York City metropolitan area on the 5th of April. Skyscrapers and suburbs across the northeastern US shook for several seconds. Speaking about the earthquake, President Joe Biden spoke to the governor and said everything is under control.
With regard to the earthquake, I spoke to the governor. He thinks everything's under control. He's not too concerned about it. The governor of New Jersey, so things are all right.
The rare earthquake briefly interrupted the United Nations Security Council meet, which was going on to discuss the situation in Middle East.
I just felt the building shake a little bit. I was on a work call, and then everyone kind of realized that felt the same thing, and it was an actual earthquake. So, but nothing too crazy.
The earthquake caused no major damage but startled millions of people. US Geological Survey reported the quake was felt across the eastern seaboard. Agency report, Republic TV.
It's time to take a quick look at the other international stories that we're tracking. Polls open in Slovakia's presidential runoff this morning. A pro-Western career diplomat and a close ally of populist Prime Minister Robert Fico are facing each other to determine who will be the next head of the state. Ecuadorian police officers forcibly broke into the Mexican embassy in the nation's capital, Quito. The incident happened hours after the Mexican government granted former Ecuadorian Vice President George Glass political asylum as diplomatic tensions between both countries deepened. Australia's Foreign Minister Penny Wong said that her government expects full accountability from Israel over the death of an Australian aid worker in Gaza. Penny Wong stated that this has happened after a deadly failure of deconfliction and cannot be brushed aside.
This has been a deadly failure of deconfliction. Deconfliction is the process by which humanitarian agencies engage with defence forces to ensure that they are protected in conflict zones. Well, there was obviously a deadly failure. It cannot be brushed aside and it cannot be covered over, and I don't believe any Australian would expect us to do anything other than to continue to demand the transparency and accountability.
As Israel-Hamas war reaches 6 months, violence continues to flare across the occupied West Bank. Israeli raids across the territory have resulted in mass arrests of Palestinians and the destruction of civilian infrastructure, while the economy is staggering beneath tight restrictions. Heavy rains caused flooding in Sydney and the surrounding areas, with residents warned of threat of further significant flooding. Evacuation orders were also issued for some areas after more than a month's rain battered the city and some coastal areas in New South Wales state. As US presidential poll nears, the rebuilding of the Baltimore Bridge holds high economic and political stakes because President Joe Biden reviewed the recovery process and said that his administration will move heaven and earth to build this bridge as rapidly as humanly possible. Here's a quick report on that.
Folks, finally, we're going to move heaven and earth to rebuild this bridge as rapidly as humanly possible. And we're going to do so with union labor and American steel. For a simple reason, they're the best workers in the world, and that's not hyperbole. My administration is committed, absolutely committed, to ensuring that the parties responsible for this tragedy pay to repair the damage and be held accountable to the fullest extent the law will allow. But I also want to be clear. We will support Maryland and Baltimore every step of the way to help you rebuild and maintain all the business and commerce that's here now.
And 10 days ago, a piece of the Baltimore skyline and a piece of the Baltimore spirit plunged into the river. But the people of Maryland, we rallied. And I tell you, Mr. President, the city of Baltimore is stronger today than ever before.
Well, it's time for a quick break, but on the other side, we'll tell you about the Income Tax Department freezing CPM's account in Kerala's Thrissur district. Along with that, we'll also tell you about Aam Aadmi Party's clarion call for a pan-India hunger strike over Kejriwal's arrest tomorrow. Do stay tuned for all the live updates.
Amity has been ranked amongst the top 3% universities globally, a testimony to Amity's globally benchmarked quality.
कांग्रेस भारत को अस्थिरता की तरफ ले जाना चाहती, अराजकता में झोंकना चाहती। कर्नाटका में कांग्रेस के एक बड़े नेता ने दक्षिण भारत को देश से अलग करने की बात कही, दो टुकड़े करने की बात कही। आप मुझे बताइए, देश के टुकड़े करने की बात करने वालों को सजा मिलनी चाहिए कि नहीं मिलनी चाहिए?
Hello, a very warm welcome. You're watching Republic TV with me, Rakta Mishra. Let's get started with all the top stories making headlines.
ये आज की कांग्रेस के पास न सिद्धांत बचे हैं और ना ही नीतियां बची है। ऐसा लग रहा है कांग्रेस सब कुछ ठेके पर दे चुकी है।
Minister mocks Congress manifesto, says it reflects the same thinking of the Muslim League during independence. Sources say BJP will likely not field any candidate from Kashmir to lend support to Ghulam Nabi Azad in South Kashmir. Questions over law and order in Bengal as NIA team probing blast case is attacked in East Midnapore.
NIA टीम के ऊपर सुनियोजित ढंग से हमला करवाया जाता है ताकि जो जांच NIA करना चाहती है रोड़ा अटकाया जा सके।
BJP hits out at Mamata government in an unrelenting attack, says TMC trying to block investigation. Income Tax Department freezes CPIM's account in Kerala's Thrissur district. Aam Aadmi Party calls for pan-India hunger strike over Arvind Kejriwal's arrest tomorrow. 3 months after the attack on ED team in Sandesh Khali, an NIA team probing the Bhupati Nagar blast was assaulted while attempting to apprehend a suspect along with CAPF. Now the team faced an attack by unknown miscreants resulting in pelting of stones and damage to cars, glass panes, with 2 NIA officers sustaining minor injuries.
पहली बार हुआ है क्या? ईडी पर हमला हुआ कि नहीं? और सोना खाली की सच्चाई सामने आई कि नहीं आई? महिलाएं कितनी तंग होती थी, उनके साथ अमानवीय व्यवहार होता था, और ऐसे NIA का हमला हो रहा है क्योंकि आतंकवाद जुड़े लोग पकड़ती है तो उन पर हमला होता है। तो क्या ईडी, क्या CBI, क्या आतंकवादी, सबको वहां संरक्षण मिलता है। यही तो है ममता जी का बंगाल।
आज मैं आपके सामने संदेश खाली 2.0 की दास्तान लेकर आया हूं। Today we have witnessed through the images of the national media what can be described as nothing short of Sandesh Khali 2.0। एक NIA की टीम जब भूपति नगर पश्चिम बंगाल के ईस्ट मिडनापुर में 2022 के बॉम्ब ब्लास्ट के केस को इन्वेस्टिगेट करने के लिए पहुंचती है, जो कि एक TMC के नेता के घर में हुआ था, जिसमें कि 3 लोग मारे गए थे, तब उसी प्रकार से जिस प्रकार से संदेश खाली 1.0 हुआ, संदेश खाली 2.0 करवाकर NIA टीम के ऊपर सुनियोजित ढंग से ऑर्केस्ट्रेटेड और स्पॉन्सर्ड तरीके से स्टेट स्पॉन्सर्ड, स्टेट पेट्रोनाइज, स्टेट प्रोटेक्टेड, स्टेट ऑर्गेनाइज्ड हमला करवाया जाता है ताकि जो जांच NIA करना चाहती है आतंक के विषय में, ब्लास्ट के विषय में, उस आतंक की इन्वेस्टिगेशन में रोड़ा अटकाया जा सके। ठीक उसी तरीके से जिस प्रकार से संदेश खाली में भ्रष्टाचार की इन्वेस्टिगेशन में रोड़ा डालने के लिए और शाहजहां को बचाने के लिए एक सुनियोजित ढंग से हमला करवाया गया था ईडी के ऑफिशियल्स।
देखिए, पौर एजेंसी के ऊपर ऐसा हमला स्पष्ट दिखाई दे रहा है। पश्चिम बंगाल में कानून व्यवस्था बोल के कुछ नहीं है। एक संतरासवादी राज चल रहा है पश्चिम बंगाल में, और पश्चिम बंगाल में ऐसा होगा तदंतकारी टीम के ऊपर, तो जनता का स्थिति क्या है? जनता आज डर से है। पश्चिम बंगाल में ममता बनर्जी शासन का नाम पर एक तानाशाही चला रहा है और एक उग्रवादी लोगों के ऊपर पश्चिम बंगाल का भविष्य छोड़ दिया, और इसीलिए ऐसा हो रहा है। हम लोग चाहते हैं जिन लोग ऐसा किया उन लोगों के खिलाफ कड़ी से कड़ी दंड दिया जाए, और जिन लोगों ने ये कराया उनको भी छोड़ना नहीं, उनके खिलाफ भी कड़ा से कड़ा कदम होना चाहिए।
And on the other hand, West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee has gone on to criticize the investigative agency, the central agency. She in fact has questioned the timing of their visit to the place or their investigation. Why did they come at the midnight? Or also she was going on to defend the miscreants who in fact had attacked, saying that how do expect the civilians or any of the locals to react if somebody comes here, any stranger comes in at midnight. Take a listen to what in fact Banerjee had to say.
পুলিশকে জানিয়ে গেছিল ওরা কেন মধ্যরাত্রে পুলিশকে না জানিয়ে যাচ্ছে? নিয়ম হচ্ছে পুলিশকে, লোকাল পুলিশকে জানিয়ে যাওয়া। তো মধ্যরাতে যদি গ্রামের লোক দেখে হঠাৎ করে কিছু লোক আসছে পুলিশের ড্রেস পরে, তারা কি করে বুঝবে? আর ইলেকশনের আগে কেন অ্যারেস্ট করবে? যদি সবাইকে অ্যারেস্ট করে, বিজেপি কি মনে করে সব বুথ এজেন্টকে অ্যারেস্ট করবে, সব ভোট ম্যানেজারদের অ্যারেস্ট করবে, পরে ভোটে জিতবে? শূন্য গুলি ছুটছে, কি অধিকার আছে না এর? শুধু বিজেপিকে সাপোর্ট দেওয়ার জন্য বিজেপি নোংরামি কেনা খেলছে, আমরা সারা পৃথিবীতে আওয়াজ দিই।
News from Kashmir now. 2 terrorists were eliminated amid a significant infiltration bid which was successfully thwarted at the line of control in Uri sector of North Kashmir. The surveillance and counter-infiltration grid was reinforced after reviewing various intel inputs regarding terror groups planning to infiltrate across the line of control in the Uri sector. Here's a report.
The Jammu and Kashmir Police, along with the Indian Army, conducted a large-scale joint operation along the line of control in the Uri sector of North Kashmir. After an exchange of gunfire in the region, 2 unidentified terrorists were killed. As a result of the infiltration bid, patrolling along the line of control has been intensified. The body of one of the terrorists has been recovered, and security forces suspect that another terrorist might have been killed in the operation. A cache of arms and ammunition, including 2 AK rifles, 3 magazines, 4 hand grenades, and rupees 10,250 in Indian currency was recovered from the scene of the encounter. Bureau Report, Republic TV.
On the campaign trail in Rajasthan's Ajmer, Prime Minister hit out at the Congress party in an unrelenting attack, saying that the manifesto released by Congress is a document that represents the ideology of the Muslim League from the time of independence. Take a listen in.
साथियों, कल कांग्रेस पार्टी ने एक झूठ का पुलिंदा जारी किया है, अपना घोषणा पत्र जारी किया है। झूठ का ये पुलिंदा कांग्रेस की एक बहुत बड़ी सच्चाई, कांग्रेस को बेनकाब करने वाला ये घोषणा पत्र है। आप देखिए, हर पन्ने पर भारत के टुकड़े करने की बू आ रही है। कांग्रेस के घोषणा पत्र में वही सोच झलकती है जो सोच आजादी के समय मुस्लिम लीग में थी, मुस्लिम लीग के उस समय के विचारों को कांग्रेस आज भारत पर थोपना चाहती है। मुस्लिम लीग की छाप वाले इस घोषणा पत्र में जो बचा खुचा हिस्सा था, उसमें वामपंथी लेफ्टिस्ट हावी हो गए हैं। और अब देखिए, आज की कांग्रेस के पास न सिद्धांत बचे हैं और ना ही नीतियां बची है। ऐसा लग रहा है कांग्रेस सब कुछ ठेके पर दे चुकी है, पूरी कांग्रेस पार्टी को आउटसोर्स कर चुकी है। आप मुझे बताइए, क्या ऐसी कांग्रेस देश हित में कोई काम कर सकती है? देश हित में कोई काम कर सकती है? भाइयों बहनों, घोषणा पत्र देखोगे तो ये भारत को पिछली शताब्दी में धकेलने का एजेंडा लेकर के आए हैं। क्या हमें आगे जाना है कि नहीं जाना है? आगे जाना है कि नहीं जाना है? आगे बढ़ना है कि नहीं बढ़ना है? क्या भारत को पिछली शताब्दी में धकेलने देंगे? साथियों, गरीब और वंचित वर्ग की तरह ही कांग्रेस ने कभी नारी शक्ति की परवाह नहीं की। मेरी माताएं बहनें, आपकी ये जो जागरूकता है ना, ये कांग्रेस को उसके पिछले अनेक दशकों के पाप का जवाब मांगने के लिए तैयार हो गई है शक्ति। आजादी के बाद पीढ़ी दर पीढ़ी देश की करोड़ों बेटियों का जीवन कष्ट में बीता, तो उसके लिए जिम्मेवार कौन है? उसके लिए जिम्मेवार कौन है? इसके लिए जिम्मेवार कौन है? ऐसी कांग्रेस को सजा मिलनी चाहिए कि नहीं मिलनी चाहिए? ऐसी कांग्रेस को सजा मिलनी चाहिए कि नहीं मिलनी चाहिए? 19 अप्रैल और 26 अप्रैल कमल पे बटन दबाकर ये कांग्रेस को कड़ी सजा देने का समय आ गया है।
Now, in the wake of the continuous opposition to Danish Ali ever since he got the Lok Sabha ticket from the Congress party, the tension only seems to be simmering. During the farewell namaz, Danish Ali's car was surrounded by an angry mob of Amroha district in Uttar Pradesh, and they attempted to break the car's glass, and some even tried to climb on top of the vehicle. Muslim community was protesting against Danish Ali's arrival for election campaign. Here's a report.
Congress MP Danish Ali's car was attacked when he was out for election campaign in Uttar Pradesh's Naugaon Sadat. He faced continuous opposition ever since he got Lok Sabha tickets from Congress party. Danish Ali was attacked by the angry mob who came out of Jama Masjid after offering namaz. Earlier, he had won the 2019 elections on a BSP ticket. Later on, he was suspended from BSP due to alleged anti-party activities. Bureau Report, Republic TV.
And now in a big election exclusive news break, top sources inform Republic TV that BJP will not field candidates from Lok Sabha in Kashmir. Now they will indirectly support Sajjad Lone in North Kashmir, and Ghulam Nabi Azad will also be provided support by the BJP cadre in South Kashmir, and support will also be given to the Apni party in Srinagar. So that is the latest update we have right now. BJP taking back seat in Kashmir, it seems, as per the source-based information that we're getting, and it will rather instead lend support to Ghulam Nabi Azad in South Kashmir.
ठीक है जी।
BJP announcing its candidates for the Kashmir.
हमने जम्मू कश्मीर के अंदर अभी 2 कैंडिडेट घोषित किए हैं और हमारी बिल्कुल स्पष्ट सोच है, मैं फिर आपको कह रहा हूं कि इन 3 परिवारों से, गांधी नेहरू परिवार, मुफ्ती परिवार और अब्दुल्ला परिवार से, जम्मू कश्मीर को इनके कलंचिस से, इनके पंजों से निकालना।
BJP celebrated its 44th Foundation Day today with mega celebrations across the party offices in the country. Listen to some of the reactions that have come in on the occasion.
भारतीय जनता पार्टी अकेली एक ऐसी पार्टी है जिसने लगातार जनसंघ के दिनों से अपना वैचारिक अधिष्ठान राष्ट्रवाद के साथ, सबका साथ, सबका विकास, सबका विश्वास, सबका प्रयास, इस मंत्र को लेकर के चले।
आज ही के दिन 6 अप्रैल को भारतीय जनता पार्टी की स्थापना हुई। आज एक 2 सांसदों से शुरू होकर आज भारत की सबसे बड़ी पार्टी, दुनिया की सबसे बड़ी पार्टी होने का गौरव हमको प्राप्त है। आज दुनिया का सबसे बड़ा नेतृत्व भी हमारे पास है। हमारे प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में आज पूरा देश दुनिया का सिरमौर बन रहा है।
जिला पंचायत के सदस्यगण, अध्यक्षगण बड़ी संख्या में आज ज्वाइनिंग हुई है। मैं सभी का भारतीय जनता पार्टी के विशाल परिवार में स्वागत करता हूं, अभिनंदन करता हूं और उन्हें बधाइयां देता हूं। हम सब जुट करके माननीय मोदी जी के विकसित भारत के संकल्प को पूरा करने के लिए हर बूथ पर जुटेंगे, हर बूथ पर 370 वोट प्लस करेंगे।
विश्व के सबसे विशाल राजनीतिक संगठन को उसकी स्थापना दिवस पर भारतीय जनता पार्टी के प्रत्येक कार्यकर्ता को बहुत बहुत बधाई।
Now, following the Guardian's report on extrajudicial killings, now we have Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath reacting to it and saying that terrorism poses a threat to the nation and Modi ensures nation's safety. In fact, Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath concluded this public rally speech by expressing his confidence in Prime Minister's leadership, saying that the nation is in safe hands under Prime Minister Modi's rule. Take a listen into this report.
2 दिन पहले ब्रिटेन के प्रतिष्ठित माने जाने वाले एक समाचार पत्र की एक रिपोर्टिंग हम सबका ध्यान आकर्षित करती है, दुनिया का ध्यान आकर्षित करती है। उसने जिक्र किया है 2021-22 में उन्होंने इस बात का उल्लेख किया है कैसे पाकिस्तान के अंदर चुन चुन करके आतंकवादी मारे गए थे और उन आतंकवादियों को कैसे नष्ट किया गया था। द गार्डियन की इस रिपोर्ट का स्रोत क्या है, यह वही बता सकता है। लेकिन बहनों और भाइयों, एक संदेश साफ है, 0 टॉलरेंस भ्रष्टाचार के खिलाफ हो, किसी भी प्रकार की अराजकता के खिलाफ हो। दुनिया के अंदर पहले जिन मुद्दों को छूने से लोग डरते थे, आज दुनिया ने भी मान लिया है कि आतंकवाद दुनिया की एक चुनौती है और आतंकवाद का समाधान हर हाल में होना चाहिए। दुनिया को इस समस्या का समाधान से मुक्ति मिलनी ही चाहिए और भारत दुनिया के अंदर इसको नेतृत्व देगा। यह मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में साकार होगा, इसमें कोई संदेह अब किसी को भी नहीं होना चाहिए। बहनों और भाइयों, मोदी जी ने अमृत काल में हम सबको एक विकसित भारत की संकल्पना दी है और विकसित भारत के लिए आज पूरे देश के अंदर एक नई बहस प्रारंभ हुई है। ये चुनाव भी विकसित भारत को किस रूप में हमें आगे बढ़ाना है। आपका एक वोट, जनता जनार्दन का एक वोट, देश की तकदीर और तस्वीर को बदलने में कैसे निर्णायक साबित हो सकती है। 2014 उसका टर्निंग पॉइंट है।
In some more news now, CBI raids were conducted in several locations in Delhi in connection with child trafficking. During the raids, the CBI team rescued 2 newborn babies from Delhi's Keshapuram. CBI has detained people, including a woman, and the interrogation is going on. Rouse Avenue Court extended Manish Sisodia's judicial custody till the 18th of April. The next bail hearing of Manish Sisodia in the ED case has been set for the 18th. Delhi BJP President Viren Sachdeva says that many layers are being unfolded in the liquor scam. Many things will be coming out once CBI interrogates K. Kavita, and many more faces will be unmasked. 3 Maoists were gunned down in an exchange of fire with security forces in a dense forest in Chhattisgarh-Telangana border. The operation was led by Telangana Greyhounds and Chhattisgarh Police. Police seized few guns and materials. Director General Rakesh Pal inaugurated the Indian Coast Guard Aquatic Center at ICGS Mandapam in Tamil Nadu's Rameshwaram. ICG chief will also visit the Maritime Forces bases in Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh and Puducherry. Noida police filed a charge sheet against Big Boss OTT winner Elvish Yadav and 7 others for snake smuggling and organizing rave parties. The charge sheet alleges Elvish's involvement with snake charmers with a poisonous snake and 20 ml of great species poison recovered from the spot. Time for a short break, viewers. On the other side, Income Tax Department freezes CPIM's account in Kerala's Thrissur district. And the Aam Aadmi Party calls for pan-India hunger strike over Kejriwal's arrest tomorrow.
Kane, sir, your dinner.
On a tile? It's antibacterial.
Scratch resistant also.
For plates? Kane bhai, it's a tile ad.
IM Plus टेक्नोलॉजी से बने वर्ल्ड क्लास टाइल्स। टाइल हो तो सिंपल हो।
Kane, sir, your dinner.
On a tile? It's antibacterial.
Easy to clean.
For plates? Kane bhai, it's a tile ad.
IM Plus टेक्नोलॉजी से बने वर्ल्ड क्लास टाइल्स। टाइल हो तो सिंपल हो।
May 5, 2023. A film depicting terrorism and the reality of ISIS was met with widespread protest. Slogans raised, sit-in protest staged, screenings blocked.
As you know very well, that there were so many cases to stop the film everywhere. Supreme Court has thrown this petition out 3 times. Chennai High Court has thrown the petition out today. But tomorrow, there are 6 petitions in Kerala High Court trying to stop the film from getting released.
After a battle with the censor board, the Kerala story was finally told. 11 months later, the Kerala story is once again caught in the eye of the storm. The left is seeing red about the movie being broadcast on Doordarshan. They have even resorted to calling Doordarshan a propaganda machine of BJP and RSS now. Joining the chorus is ally Congress. And that too on a day when Congress is ranting and raving about not clamping down on censorship and being the beacon for freedom of expression.
हमारे घोषणा पत्र में संवैधानिक न्याय, कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल जस्टिस, खंड
Now, an earthquake of 4.8 magnitude hit the city of New York on the 5th of April that shook skyscrapers and suburbs across the northeastern US for several seconds. The earthquake interrupted the UN Security Council meet on the Gaza war. US President Joe Biden made a statement saying that everything is under control. Here's a report.
A 4.8 magnitude earthquake shook the densely populated New York City metropolitan area on the 5th of April. Skyscrapers and suburbs across the northeastern US shook for several seconds. Speaking about the earthquake, President Joe Biden spoke to the governor and said everything is under control.
With regard to the earthquake, I spoke to the governor. He thinks everything's under control. He's not too concerned about it. The governor of New Jersey, so things are all right.
The rare earthquake briefly interrupted the United Nations Security Council meet, which was going on to discuss the situation in Middle East.
I just felt the building shake a little bit. I was on a work call, and then everyone kind of realized that felt the same thing, and it was an actual earthquake. So, but nothing too crazy.
The earthquake caused no major damage but startled millions of people. US Geological Survey reported the quake was felt across the eastern seaboard. Agency report, Republic TV.
Now, as the U.S. presidential poll nears, the rebuilding of the Baltimore Bridge holds high economic and political stakes. President Joe Biden reviewed the recovery process and said his administration will move heaven and earth to rebuild this bridge as rapidly as humanly possible. Take a look at this report.
Folks, finally, we're going to move heaven and earth to rebuild this bridge as rapidly as humanly possible. And we're going to do so with union labor and American steel. For a simple reason, they're the best workers in the world, and that's not hyperbole. My administration is committed, absolutely committed, to ensuring that the parties responsible for this tragedy pay to repair the damage and be held accountable to the fullest extent the law will allow. But I also want to be clear. We will support Maryland and Baltimore every step of the way to help you rebuild and maintain all the business and commerce that's here now.
And 10 days ago, a piece of the Baltimore skyline and a piece of the Baltimore spirit plunged into the river. But the people of Maryland, we rallied. And I tell you, Mr. President, the city of Baltimore is stronger today than ever before.
Kane, sir, your dinner.
On a tile? It's antibacterial.
Easy to clean.
But plates? Kane bhai, it's a tile lad.
IM Plus टेक्नोलॉजी से बने वर्ल्ड क्लास टाइल्स टाइल हो तो सिंपल हो.
Amity has been ranked amongst the top 3% universities globally, a testimony to Amity's globally benchmarked quality.
Kane, sir, your dinner.
On a tile? It's antibacterial.
Scratch resistant also.
But plates? Kane bhai, it's a tile lad.
IM Plus टेक्नोलॉजी से बने वर्ल्ड क्लास टाइल्स टाइल हो तो सिंपल हो.
May 5, 2023. A film depicting terrorism and the reality of ISIS was met with widespread protest. Slogans raised, sit-in protest staged, screenings blocked.
As you know very well, that there were so many cases to stop the film everywhere. Supreme Court has thrown this petition out 3 times. Chennai High Court has thrown the petition out today. But tomorrow, there are 6 petitions in Kerala High Court trying to stop the film from getting released.
After a battle with the censor board, the Kerala story was finally told. 11 months later, the Kerala story is once again caught in the eye of the storm. The left is seeing red about the movie being broadcast on Doordarshan. They have even resorted to calling Doordarshan a propaganda machine of BJP and RSS now. Joining the chorus is ally Congress. And that too on a day when Congress is ranting and raving about not clamping down on censorship and being the beacon for freedom of expression.
हमारे घोषणा पत्र में संवैधानिक न्याय कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल जस्टिस, खंड में लोकतंत्र बचाओ, भय से मुक्ति से लेकर मीडिया,
Hello and welcome. You watching the Weekend Debate with me, Shavin Sen. Ladies and gentlemen, British media puts out a half-baked report simply claiming that extrajudicial killings that have taken place in Pakistan was at the behest of Indian agents. Even if I'm to agree with that report that was published by The Guardian, the fact of the matter is this, ladies and gentlemen, that entire report did not have one single source being named. Forget about that. There were multiple errors that report had. So much so that one terrorist that they claimed was killed in Pakistan was not actually killed in Pakistan, but the very fact was taken into custody here in the national capital. Not just that. Look at this entire narrative that is essentially being built. And that too coming in from countries who themselves have carried out killings in foreign countries, starting from the United States of America to United Kingdom, and of course, let's not forget even Canada. The question here is this: if at all these killings were actually carried out by India, many here in India would be saying, so what? Don't we have the right to protect ourselves? We are talking about terrorists who have been acting against India. The very fact that Indian security has been at stakes. If Naya Bharat today essentially deals with terror, that too with an iron fist, so what's really wrong with it? And look at the timing of these reports that have essentially come in. You have the United States of America suddenly waking up and simply saying that, look here, India should be careful. India should be looking into these elections, keeping in mind that it should be free and fair. Should the United States of America, or for that matter, United Nations, really lecture India when it comes to our democratic practices? And once again, for that British media that has been recounting what the Pakistani agencies have to say, that same very Pakistani agency has not even provided a single shred of evidence when it comes to the killings that have taken place on their soil. Tonight on the Weekend Debate, we look into all aspects. One, with regards to the extrajudicial killings that have taken place in Pakistan, whether at all there is any India hand. Secondly, with regards to the fact that as Naya Bharat, shouldn't we have the right to defend ourselves? Let's take a look at the headlines we are tracking at this hour. The Guardian puts out report claiming India ordered killings of terrorists in Pakistan. Is British media pushing the Pakistani narrative now? India gives it back after the malicious campaign, says won't compromise on anti-terror stand no matter what. Prime Minister mocks Congress manifesto, says it reflects the same thinking of the Muslim League during independence. Questions over law and order in Bengal as National Investigation Agency team probing blast cases attacked in East Medinipur. BJP targets Mamata government in an unrelenting attack, says Trinamool Congress trying to block investigation. Sources say BJP unlikely to field any candidates from Kashmir to support Ghulam Nabi Azad in South Kashmir. Ladies and gentlemen, New India's policy on dealing with terror is very simple. We don't tolerate terrorism. We adopt an iron fist approach in dealing with terrorism, a sentiment which has been echoed by the Prime Minister. And neither does Bharat let unbiased claims and allegations slide by. Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath slammed a British media report citing Pakistani intelligence sources that claimed that India was orchestrating assassinations inside Pakistan, I beg your pardon. An allegation which was backed with zero proof. Ladies and gentlemen, many would say that with the Balakot attack and the Uri surgical strike, India has made its position abundantly clear. We no longer are going to tolerate these activities. And the fact of the matter is this, ladies and gentlemen, that this is going to be dealt with an iron fist. Take a look at this report and then we begin the weekend debate.
With less than 2 weeks to go for the 2024 Lok Sabha polls, a new India's unrelenting stance on terrorism is back in the limelight. We don't tolerate terror, and we also teach lessons to those who threaten with terror. This new motto is embodied in how the NDA government has responded to acts of terror over the past 10 years. How can one forget India's retaliatory airstrike in Balakot during February 2019?
पुलवामा में जो कुछ भी हुआ उसको लेकर, आतंकवादियों के उस कृत्य को लेकर आपके आक्रोश को मैं समझ सक रहा हूं। जिन परिवारों ने अपने लाल को खोया है, उनकी पीड़ा मैं भली भांति अनुभव कर सकता। भाई और बहनों, मैंने कल भी कहा है और आज भी दोहरा रहा हूं, इन शहीदों का बलिदान व्यर्थ नहीं जाएगा।
India's response came within 2 weeks of the attack at Pulwama, marking the